Hello, Battlefronters. Today we have two cut bonuses from the first game that we're going to look at that are not accessible through normal gameplay, but are still available in the final game if you use mods. The first one we're going to look at here is called Sneak Attack. And this was originally supposed to be on Yavin, but then was cut for Elite Training pretty late, it seems like. We have some icons and some references to corroborate this. Now, when you load into the game, you're going to see that we're going to start off with 250 reinforcements, but because we selected Sneak Attack, the enemy starts off with 201. And that's 20% of their starting units plus 1. I don't know why it's plus 1. But basically, this would have given you a nice jump on the enemy, especially on hard. I can imagine that this would have been pretty popular on the hard difficulty when you're in Galactic Conquest. But overall, other than that, it doesn't impact the gameplay at all. You just get the jump on the reinforcements there. So now we're going to head on to our next bonus. Now the next place we're going to go is Camino, where I've set up with a bonus called Surplus Supplies. Now Surplus Supplies is the second of two bonuses. You may be familiar with Medical Supplies, or as it's more commonly known as, Bacta Tanks. This one functions a little bit differently, however. I've given it to the Republic here on Camino, and we're going to take a little bit to demonstrate it and explain it. So basically, once I spawn in here, we're going to wait, and we're going to look for packs to start dropping. What the bonus does is, if you are within the capture radius of any command post, you can start seeing packs drop, health or ammo or dual packs, which give you double. And what will happen is you can pick them up as long as you're in the radius, and they will keep spawning in. Now, we're going to go over here to a command post. We're going to see that this will work on a neutral or enemy or a third party's command posts as well.
Enemy forces have captured a command post. Enemy forces have captured a command post.
As we capture this command post, we're going to see something very strange. And my game crashed. So, this is actually fairly interesting in that this bonus is completely bugged, and nobody's tried to put it in their mods because of that. What I'm going to do here is I am going to run a script in Cheat Engine, which allows me to edit the memory, that will actually patch the bug out in kind of a weird way. Basically what's happening here is that the game ran into an infinite loop with the Surplus Supplies bonus. And it may not be what you're expecting. So, it works within the cloning center. It does not work on any of the platforms correctly. What the developers tried to do was they were trying to make sure that the packs would not spawn where there was a command post. So they added a small check in there. For some odd reason, the check does not work with cylinder-shaped capture regions. There are 3 types of capture regions in this game: box, sphere, and cylinder. And box and sphere, it works fine. The cloning facility is actually a sphere. The cylinder, however, causes the function that spawns it to freak out and try to place it in the middle of the capture region. However, logically, usually the middle of the capture region is where the command post is placed. This is a problem, because it will get stuck in an infinite loop trying to place the pack anywhere else, but it keeps whenever it keeps reevaluating, it will keep placing it in the middle and failing. This causes that lockup that you saw earlier. The simple fix would be to allow the cylinder capture region in the game's code to do this. All I've done is just disable it so that we can keep demonstrating this. But as you can see there, we picked up a health pack at the enemy command post, and now we're going to capture the command post, and the packs are going to keep dropping either way. So what do you guys think about this bonus? Think it's cool? Think it's boring? Think it should have been cut anyway? Or could you see some use for it in mods, provided that it gets patched? Let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video with some more cut content, and I hope you have a great day.